How to spend 5 days in Mauritius. Ultimate 5-day itinerary. Do you have any immediate plans to visit Mauritius? 5 days is enough time to have a good overview of the island. I'll share the ideal schedule for a 5-day trip to Mauritius, with you here to aid with your travel planning. Also, I share with you my picks for the top hotels in each location. However, keep in mind that the island is quite tiny, so you will have easy access to all the attractions by car no matter where you choose to stay. Of course, you won't be able to explore the whole country in 5 days, but you still have plenty of time to experience Mauritius' most stunning beaches and visit its must-see attractions. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for future videos. Day 1. The Northern Beaches. You've just landed and you can wait to explore Mauritius. Before we get started, I strongly advise getting a rental car when you get here. The buses provide excellent service on the island, but the trips never end. When you rent a car in Mauritius, you may travel quickly and make the most of your stay. After picking up your car and leaving your belongings at the hotel, head north on the island's main road. Given that is one of the most alluring and vibrant regions, the North Coast is ideal for taking a bath. I suggest that you spend this first day exploring the northern beaches. Grand Bay, Pere Bay, and Cap Malruhu are 3 stunning beaches that follow one another. Have you had dreams of palm trees, white sand, and the sun? You'll be looked after a few kilometers distance. The beaches of Montreuil and Tourabich are also worth visiting. Small anthology of things to do in north of Mauritius. Visit the sacred lake of Grand Basin. A great way to experience the culture and spirituality of Mauritius is to visit Grand Basin, a holy lake located in the north of the island. Here you can observe Hindu devotees performing their rituals and also learn about local folklore. Explore the Black River Gorges National Park. This is one of Mauritius' most spectacular natural attraction with its lush forest, dramatic waterfalls, and abundant wildlife. Take hike through this beautiful park and enjoy nature in its all pristine glory. Indulge in some delicious local cuisine. The north of Mauritius is home to many traditional restaurants serving dishes like dul puri, farata, and the famous Mauritian-style vinde. Experience a culinary adventure as you sample all kinds of local delicacies. Visit centuries-old colonial sites. History buffs will love exploring the ruins of old colonial plantation in the north of Mauritius. These sites are full of stories and secrets waiting to be discovered. Take a tour or visit on your own to learn more about this fascinating past. Tips. The north has a number of restaurants that I truly appreciate. I really suggest visiting Le Ferrier in Grand Bay, where you may savor delectable food in a pastoral ambiance. In a tiny tropical garden is where the outside room is located, all the best for a productive first night. Accommodations in Mauritius' northern region. Residence Peramal is a really charming apartment building with sea view that is close to Grand Bay's public beach. You will enjoy luxurious setting, breakfast in a patio overlooking the ocean, and accommodation that are fully furnished for 2 persons. An excellent option for a reasonable price vacation in Mauritius. Cozy Dozy is a Pierre house with a pool that is 700 meters from the beach. It has fully furnished kitchen and a sizable terrace where breakfast is given every morning. A bar, a garden, and a personal outdoor pool are present. Excellent location and a very friendly people. For 5 individuals, night starts at €80. 2 bedrooms with 2 double beds and an extra bed. Day 2. Flick and Flack and the Black River Gorges Park. I'd like to welcome you to explore Mauritius' west coast after a restful night's sleep. The hub is the village of Flick and Flack, which boasts an 8-kilometer-long spectacular beach. One of the busiest beaches on the island is Flick and Flack. It is the perfect location for snorkeling and laziness because of its white sand and clear waters full of colorful fish. If you wish to explore the seafloor in a bottle, there are many diving schools in the neighborhood. Tips. Many tiny trailers provide food and fresh fruit to eat while looking out towards the ocean. You should try the well-known roti aka at the trailer with the same name, which is situated at the beginning of the beach. Locally produced roti, also known as farata, is a dish that resembles an Indian naan and is stuffed with various sauces and curries. These are available around the island, but the roti aka from Flick and Flack are our favorites. The Black River Gorges National Park is located about 15 kilometers from Flick and Flack, and I advise you to go there as well. Located in the center of the tropical forest, it is a natural reserve. To learn about the Mauritius flora and fauna, you can stroll the trails. It climbs quite a bit, so be careful. You will more than enough to occupy you for the day between the beach and the natural park. You must decide how to complete them in accordance with your wishes. Additionally, with an abundance of eateries, bars, and nightclubs in Flick and Flack, you can even spend the evening or night there if you enjoy going out. Day 3. Grand Basin and Chamarel. Go southwest on the third day of your 5-day journey to Mauritius. Here I suggest taking a quick drive between a few attractions to visit, among other things, Chamarel's Earth of the Seven Colors and the Holy Lake of Grand Basin. Here is the schedule I suggest for this quick trip to the southwest. 1. Go to Grand Basin, popularly known as Ganga Talao, in the morning. Mauritius Hindus visit the Holy Lake for prayer and pilgrimage. 2 enormous and imposing statues of the gods Shiva and Durga stand guard over the location. You can explore various temples, get a tika drawn on your forehead, take in the scenery, and even interact with wild monkeys. Very mischievous. For some, be careful with your belongings. Traveling south from Grand Basin, we'll pass through Plain Champagne, a little wild region renowned for its lush forest and profusion of fruits. In the middle of the year, a lot of families travel here to collect Chinese guavas, a delightful sweet tangy small fruit that is worth trying. The Alexandra Waterfall can be found a bit further along the main road if you continue to follow it. I suggest stopping. Parking is available to take in the sight of this magnificent waterfall. About noon or early afternoon, you'll reach Chamarel's Earth of the Seven Colors, the island's most famous natural wonder and a magnet for tourists. It is a protected natural region with volcanic soil that is a variety of colors, a visual delight. The admission to the Earth of the Seven Colors is paid and located on a private property. The Ebony Forest. The Ebony Forest Natural Reserve is located on the same private property as the Earth of the Seven Colors, and if you have 2 hours to spare, I recommend going there. On the schedule, a stroll through a native woodland and an incredible view of the entire valley from Sublime Point. A tour of the Rumirade de Chamarel followed by a tasting of the best vintages is the ideal way to round off the day in style. Not recommended if you take the wheel right after, of course. Day 4. Belmar and boat trip to Cerfs. Continue with your Day 5 plan in Mauritius by traveling to the east coast of the island. I recommend including numerous lovely beaches and a boat trip to Cerfs on the itinerary for this 4th day. You feel tempted? Let's move on. The Belle Mare beach is representative of Mauritius' eastern region with its 10 kilometers of white sand. It is impossible to overlook. The lagoon's shallow turquoise waters are ideal for swimming and relaxing. Locals come here in the big numbers on weekends to camp out at this beach, which is quite popular with them. Before reaching the charming community of Trududus, you'll pass through the more wilder Palmer Beach as you go south. This villa-lined little beach is deserving of the prettiest postcards. You may take a boat from Trududus to Cerfs, another must-visit location in Mauritius. Little offshore island Cerfs is uninhabited but very well liked by tourists. What do you find there? White sand, a clear lagoon, and a plenty of laziness. Day 5. Port Louis. I advise you to see local attractions as you wrap up this 5-day trip in Mauritius. History to see, something other than the beaches before going. It all tells you. I advise you to spend this final day at the Port Louis, the nation's capital. The following sources will help you learn about Mauritius' colonial past. The Plaza de Arms is located across from the government palace. In the middle of the city lies the stage of Mahéla Bourdonnais, a French governor who created it in 1735. The Brits constructed Fort Adelaide, also known as the Citadel of Port Louis, in 1834 on the city's ridges as a position from which to fire guns at the French. The Blue Penny Museum is a little but incredibly fascinating museum devoted to the political history and arts of Mauritius. Visitation to Port Louis also entails getting a taste of everyday life there and witnessing the commotion of a busy city, unless on Sunday when things are surprisingly quiet. Take a leisurely stroll around the streets before visiting the central market to truly appreciate everything you may purchase at this sizable covered market loaded with vibrant fruits, veggies, and spices. Go to the Cowden waterfront to wrap out this day and this tranquil day. The oldest shopping complex on the island was constructed right on the waterfront. It promises you a relaxing stroll and gives you the chance to grab a snack. Ice cream, fruit salad, cassava pancakes, and other sorts of snacks are waiting for you. And if you choose, you can also dine at Lee Cowden in one of the restaurants with a view of the port. On weekends, there are typically concerts in the small area on the beachfront, which makes the experience much more exciting. Your trip ends right here. I'm hoping that this plan will enable you to enjoy your brief trip in Mauritius and inspire you to return. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.